Picture this, diving as deep within yourself as the blue whale dives into the ocean, miles below the surface, where sound fades into silence and time seems to pause. In our noisy, fast-paced world, we've forgotten something vital: how to truly breathe. And I don't just mean filling your lungs, I mean conscious breathing, the kind that touches your soul and lights up forgotten corners of the mind. In this video, you'll discover how the blue whale, the quiet giant of the seas, holds the key to unlocking altered states of awareness and tapping into the hidden power of your brain. Yes, there's far more within you than you think, and it all begins with your breath. But be warned, this isn't your usual breathing tutorial. There's something almost sacred about the way a blue whale disappears into the deep, holding its breath for minutes on end, as if it's having a quiet conversation with the unseen. Scientists call it conscious apnoea. Ancient wisdom might call it meditation in motion. Through this simple practice, holding your breath with intention, we can activate the vagus nerve, awaken the theta brainwave state, and step into what some call spiritual neuroscience. It's like hearing a forgotten message in every cell, and the best part, you can do it too. The blue whale isn't just crossing oceans, it's guiding us across our inner worlds. And what if I told you that by slowing your breath, you could speed up your consciousness? It sounds strange, I know. But when we master deep breathing and guided visualization, something in our subconscious mind shifts. We slip into a state where time softens, thoughts settle, and intuition begins to bloom. It's the doorway to higher states of awareness, a journey few take, yet one that's open to all. So take a deep breath, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications, and join me on this dive where the ocean meets the spirit. The blue whale doesn't just breathe, it performs a ritual. Every dive begins with an inhale so vast, it's as if it draws the entire sky into its lungs. And then, silence. It descends, not hurriedly, but with deep trust. This creature, the largest ever to live on Earth, teaches us that breath is not just survival. It's connection to rhythm, to calm, to the unseen forces that govern life beneath the surface. In this way, the whale mirrors the cosmos, expanding and contracting like a living lung in the ocean of stars. Have you ever noticed how a deep breath can shift everything? It's like the body exhales chaos and inhales clarity. The blue whale does this at scale. It reminds us that breathing consciously isn't about control, it's about surrender. By observing this majestic being, we learn a powerful truth, that slowing down, tuning in, and expanding our breath reconnects us to something ancient, something that whispers, "You're not just flesh and bone, you're stardust with lungs." This isn't poetry, it's biology meeting spirit. Now think about your own breathing. Do you rush through it like a to-do list, or do you let it anchor you? The blue whale's pattern teaches us to treat breath as sacred space, a moment to return to ourselves. Each inhale becomes an invitation to wake up. Each exhale, a letting go of what no longer serves. And just like the whale plunges into darkness to find peace, we too can dive into ourselves through the breath, discovering strength, presence, and even healing in the quietest places. What if every breath could be a prayer? What if inhaling deeply wasn't just about oxygen, but about awakening? The blue whale isn't teaching us technique, it's teaching us presence. It's saying, live slower, breathe deeper, and trust the silence between heartbeats. The cosmic lung isn't just out there in space or beneath the sea. It's within you, ready to be expanded. So as we move forward, ask yourself, what are you breathing in? And what are you ready to release? When the blue whale dives, something remarkable happens. It slows its heart rate, sometimes to just 2 beats per minute, conserving energy and entering a state of biological stillness. This isn't just impressive, it's deeply revealing. In that moment of apnoea, the whale isn't just surviving, it's thriving in the unknown. Likewise, when we practice conscious breath holding, we activate ancient systems within us, systems designed not for panic, but for transformation. It's a gateway into deeper awareness. Holding your breath may sound simple, but it's a powerful physiological signal. The moment you stop inhaling, your body begins to shift. The vagus nerve, a silent guardian of calm, switches on, lowering your heart rate and reducing inflammation. Your brainwaves begin to slow, often drifting towards the theta state. This is the same frequency found in deep meditation, hypnosis, and peak creativity. It's as if the body knows, we're safe, we can go deeper. This is the bridge between stress and serenity. But there's more. During conscious apnoea, your body increases its tolerance to carbon dioxide. This may sound like a small detail, but it's the foundation of high mental performance and emotional resilience. The more CO2 you can tolerate, the more stable your inner world becomes. You're less reactive, more present, more in tune. Athletes, monks, and special forces use this very principle to stay calm under pressure. And here's the twist. It's accessible to you right now, through nothing more than your breath. So next time you pause your breath, don't see it as holding back. See it as stepping into yourself, into stillness, into a space where your biology supports your awakening. The blue whale isn't teaching us to escape the world. It's showing us how to enter it fully, without fear. The body is not your cage, it's your vessel, and your breath, it's the key. Ready to unlock the silence and see what lives there? In a world addicted to noise, silence feels almost threatening. We fill every gap with scrolling, talking, planning, anything but stillness. But the blue whale, in its profound descent, embraces the silence. No distractions, no noise, just presence. That's the lesson. The deeper you go, the quieter it gets, and the more clearly your soul begins to speak. Through slow, intentional breathing, we don't just calm the mind. We enter a space where intuition becomes louder than thought. When we breathe slower, we slow down the internal chatter. That never-ending stream of what-ifs and should-haves starts to dissolve. It's not about controlling your thoughts. It's about creating the space between them. In that space, something sacred rises. The voice of your inner guide. Ancient traditions spoke of this as the still, small voice within. Neuroscience now confirms that during slow, deep breathing, the prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for reflection and insight, lights up. It's like giving your soul a microphone. You don't need to meditate for hours in a cave. You just need to breathe consciously. Let the breath become your anchor in the now. Inhale and feel the tension soften. Exhale and feel yourself sink. This practice doesn't demand perfection, it invites presence. Even just 5 minutes a day of breathing consciously can open doors within you. Not metaphorically, but neurologically. Because silence isn't the absence of sound, it's the presence of everything you've been too busy to hear. Think of your breath as a tide. It pulls you inward and washes away what no longer belongs. With each slow inhale, you reconnect with yourself. With each exhale, you release what the world has thrown at you. And in that rhythm, your nervous system recalibrates. Your thoughts align. Your awareness expands. This is the breath of silence, and it's not empty. It's full of wisdom, healing, and truth that has always lived inside you, waiting to be heard. So take a moment, turn off the noise, close your eyes if you like, and listen. Not with your ears, with your being. The whale shows us the way not through words, but through stillness. It's in the space between breaths that the most profound truths are whispered. Are you willing to listen? Because what you're about to hear might change everything. When we think of meditation, we often imagine someone sitting still, eyes closed in perfect silence. But nature teaches us otherwise. The blue whale, despite its immense size, glides with grace, slow, deliberate, and mindful. Each movement, each dive, is an act of presence. This is meditation in motion, a dance between breath and movement that we, too, can practice in our daily lives. Walking, swimming, even stretching, when paired with conscious breathing, become sacred rituals of awareness. Moving meditation isn't about physical effort, it's about attention. It's choosing to feel each step, each heartbeat, each breath, fully. The whale doesn't rush. It moves with the rhythm of the sea. And we, in tune with our own rhythm, can begin to shift our state of being. Through this practice, we awaken the body's intelligence, release stored tension, and create space for insight. The result? A calmer mind, a more open heart, and a deeper sense of connection to life itself. Try this. Go for a walk and sync your steps with your breath. Inhale for 4 steps, exhale for 4. Feel the ground beneath you, the air on your skin, the aliveness within. That's not just a stroll, that's meditation. The whale doesn't need a yoga mat or incense, just water and breath. And neither do you. Your life, when lived with intention, becomes the practice. And every moment, no matter how ordinary, becomes extraordinary. The blue whale follows a natural rhythm. Dive deep, rise slowly, breathe fully, repeat. This simple cycle is more than survival. It's a blueprint for mental and emotional reset. Your subconscious mind, like the ocean, holds memories, beliefs, and patterns you don't even realize are shaping your life. By mimicking the whale's breath cycle through conscious practice, you begin to rewrite those hidden codes. You're not just relaxing, you're reprogramming. And it starts with breath, rhythm, and awareness. When we inhale deeply and hold with intention, we signal safety to the brain. We shift out of survival mode and into a creative, receptive state. The subconscious, always listening, starts to open. Pair this with visualization, imagining the life you want, the healing you seek, and your inner script begins to change. This isn't magic, it's how the brain works. The breath becomes the pen, and the body becomes the page. And with every cycle, a new story is written. Think of it like tuning a radio. Most of the time we're stuck on static, busy thoughts, old habits, background stress. But when we breathe like the whale, we tune into a clearer frequency. A frequency where thoughts align, intentions solidify, and clarity flows. That's when the subconscious mind becomes your ally, not your saboteur. Athletes, artists, and visionary leaders use this very practice to stay in peak states. And so can you, not through effort, but through rhythm. So next time you feel stuck, anxious, or disconnected, remember the whale. Inhale deeply, pause, exhale slowly, repeat. With each cycle, you're not just calming down, you're coding your future. This is the secret hidden in plain sight. Your breath is a tool for transformation. And the more you practice, the more your inner ocean clears. What story do you want your breath to write next? Breathing isn't just physical, it's vibrational. Every breath you take carries a frequency, and that frequency shapes your state of consciousness. The blue whale, with its slow, expansive breathing, naturally operates in a rhythm close to the Earth's own heartbeat. The Schumann resonance. When we slow our breath, especially into a conscious, meditative rhythm, we start to resonate at frequencies associated with peace, clarity, and deep connection. This is where breath becomes a bridge between body and spirit, mind and cosmos. Scientists have measured brain waves during conscious breathing and found something remarkable. As breath slows, brain activity shifts from beta, the busy, thinking mind, into alpha and theta. Theta is the gateway to the subconscious, to imagination, and to spiritual insight. It's the same state accessed in deep meditation, lucid dreaming, and peak creative flow. The whale, in its deep, slow rhythm, mirrors this naturally. And so can you. By mastering your breath, you're not just calming down, you're tuning in. Imagine using your breath to enter another dimension, not out there in the stars, but in here, within you. That's what happens when you practice visualization while in a theta state. You start to see with your inner eye. You begin to feel possibilities as if they're already real. This is the realm where the subconscious mind takes instructions, where reality begins to bend around your belief. Athletes use this. Visionaries live by it. And it starts with something as simple as how you breathe. This is why many ancient traditions paired breathwork with prayer, movement, and sound, because breath opens the gate. Chanting, humming, and certain breathing rhythms stimulate the vagus nerve, raise vibrational states, and even lead to mystical experiences. It's no coincidence that people report visions, emotional release, or spiritual awakenings during deep breath work. It's not fantasy, it's frequency. You're simply remembering a language your body already knows. So next time you sit in silence and breathe with intention, know this: you're not just relaxing, you're traveling. Through states, through layers, through dimensions of your own being. The blue whale doesn't escape the world, it enters its deepest truths. And so can you. Your breath is your passport, your intention is the compass. Are you ready to explore? You don't need to live in the ocean to embody the wisdom of the blue whale. You just need a daily rhythm, a ritual that reconnects you to yourself. This isn't about perfection or complexity. It's about consistency. Every morning, take a few minutes to breathe deeply, hold gently, and exhale slowly. Visualize yourself diving inward, like the whale. With each breath, sink below the noise of your day. Let that silence guide your mind before the world rushes in. Evening is just as sacred. As the whale surfaces after its long dive, you too can return to the surface of your day with reflection. Sit quietly, breathe slowly. Ask yourself, what did I learn today? What can I release? This moment, before sleep, is a powerful time to reprogram your subconscious. Your mind is more open, more suggestible. A few minutes of conscious breathing and guided visualization here can plant seeds of peace, focus, and inner strength for the day ahead. This isn't about copying the whale. It's about remembering that you too are part of nature. Your breath is your anchor, your tide, your teacher. This ritual doesn't take time. It gives you time. Time to reconnect. Time to reset. Time to remember who you really are beneath the surface. Breathe like the whale. Live like the ocean, and let every day begin and end with presence. Breath is the forgotten key, the invisible thread that links mind, body, and spirit. Through the wisdom of the blue whale, we've uncovered more than biology. We've seen that breath can guide us inward, calm our chaos, and awaken the power that lives quietly within us. Whether it's activating the vagus nerve, entering theta states, or reprogramming the subconscious, it all begins with something as simple and sacred as the inhale and the exhale. This isn't just breathing. It's remembering who we are beneath the noise, beyond the fear, beneath the waves. So now the question is yours. How will you breathe from today forward? Will you rush through it, or will you honor it? Will you let each breath be a moment of reconnection, a whisper of the soul, a step toward a higher version of yourself? Comment below. Share your ritual, your insight, or even just your breath. And if this journey moved you, like the video, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. We pour heart and spirit into every creation here. Don't miss what's coming next. The ocean still holds many secrets.